Hey everybody, a very good evening and welcome to today's session on exploring generative AI at Tata Technologies InnoVent Hackathon. I am delighted to see so many of you joining us today. Today we have gathered to delve into exploring generative AI at Tata Technologies InnoVent Hackathon. Throughout the session, we will have the privilege of hearing from the distinguished experts in the AI field. While we have more people to join in, we will have a quick 2 minutes countdown.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us once again. We are live today to explore the thrilling possibilities of generative AI as a part of Tata Technologies InnoVent 2024. I am Sanjana Sharma, your host for today's session. Before we dive into the details, I hope all of you are connected with us through our social media channels. If not, please follow us immediately to stay updated on all the latest news and events. First, go to our Instagram handle and hit that follow button. Next, follow us on LinkedIn and turn on those notifications. By doing so, you will stay in loop and never miss a single update about our hackathon. InnoVent, our hackathon for engineering students, truly embodies innovation and change. The name says it all. Inno stands for innovation and vent derived from Latin means wind, symbolizing movement and positive change. This reflects Tata Technologies' commitment to fostering innovation and driving progress. Now, let's talk about the exciting things we have in store for this year's InnoVent. Tata Technologies InnoVent 2024 is gearing up to the most thrilling with the theme Generative AI Innovations for competitive products. To make things even more exciting, for this year's InnoVent, we are partnered with industry giants Microsoft Azure and Tata Motors to provide unparalleled resources and mentorship. Microsoft will grant Azure platform access to top teams, empowering them with powerful computing tools and AI services. Meanwhile, Tata Motors will present real-world automotive challenges, paving the way for smarter mobility solutions. Now, let's walk through the stages and evaluation process for InnoVent 2024. The journey begins with the project registration, where teams submit their initial concepts. This is followed by a level 1 evaluation by our subject matter experts who will shortlist the most promising projects. In the next stage, the top teams will engage in a virtual POC presentation where they will have a 6-week period to develop their prototypes with regular mentorship from industry experts. The final stage is the demo day, where the best teams will present their fully developed prototypes to a panel of judges. Throughout this process, we emphasize the inclusion of gender diverse teams and participation of specially abled members. We are excited to see the innovative solution you will bring to the table and the impact they will have on the industry. Today, we have Avjeet Santra, Program Manager ER&D, joining us live. He will share valuable insights on the year's theme and how you can make the most of it. If you have any questions, please put those down in the chat below and we will do our best to answer those.
Hello, young innovators. Thank you for joining this exciting session. Today, we'll dive into the world of generative AI and explore how you can leverage it to drive innovation. Over the past year, I'm sure you have all heard about generative AI and witnessed the rapid advancement in this field. These developments have undoubtedly sparked your curiosity and raised many questions. In this session, we'll try to demystify generative AI and start by understanding how it differs from the classic AI. I will share some fascinating examples of generative AI projects, including those deployed by the last year's winners of InnoVent 2023. In addition, I will guide you through a variety of free tools and resources that you can use to kickstart your own generative projects also. So let's get started and unlock the incredible potential of generative AI together.
This year, we have several exciting categories under the generative AI theme that participants can explore. These categories include solutions for product design and engineering, such as AI-driven tools for enhancing design quality and productivity. There are also categories focused on manufacturing, where AI can improve the quality of production processes and integrate sustainable materials. Additionally, we have categories aimed at enhancing customer experience, such as developing AI tools for better user engagement and support. Each category is designed to challenge your creativity and technical skills, providing a platform to showcase your innovative solutions and contribute to the future of the industry. Generative AI is on the top of the mind of automotive OEMs. From vehicle design and engineering to production and sales, automotive OEMs are leveraging generative AI to stay competitive. For instance, Toyota Research Institute has developed new generative AI techniques for vehicle design. Mercedes-Benz is also working on AI for advanced in-car voice control with ChatGPT. Tata Technologies is also not far behind in the GenAI race. We are also developing many GenAI use cases from design to manufacturing to aftermarket. So let's start with some basics. What is GenAI? By definition, generative AI is a type of machine learning that creates new content based on patterns and relationships from the existing data. It can generate outputs in 6 key modalities, including text, code, audio, image, video, and 3D models. This capability opens up a myriad of applications across different domains and industries. Now let's have a look at the AI landscape. Typically, in the universe of artificial intelligence, you may consider machine learning as a subset of it. Then deep learning is a subset of machine learning. And then Gen AI is developed on top of deep learning. So on the right hand side, you can see some of the examples of all these different techniques. Typically, Gen AI applications may be classified into 4 major categories, namely large language models for textual content generation, creative content creation for images, videos, and 3D CAD, business applications, and finally the code generation. Now, if you see the different GenAI solutions which are available in the market, like ChatGPT or Llama or Google Gemini, they all have been trained on the data which is available in the public domain. Now, when it comes to an enterprise kind of applications, this data or knowledge may not be sufficiently useful. We should be in a position to use our own company proprietary content, integrate it with GenAI foundation model or large language models. Now, as you may see here, there are three possible ways to do it. First, you build your own LLM using your company data from scratch, but it requires massive amount of high quality data, computing power and data science expertise. Second option is that you take one LLM, fine tune a portion of it with certain parameters. This requires substantially less data and computation compared to the previous case, but still the data science expertise required is considerably high. The third and most popularly adopted choice is using prompt tuning or prompt engineering, where we do not touch the LLM. That means the original model is kept frozen and is modified through prompts in the context window that contains the company specific information. This is the most efficient method and we are also working on this path only. So how the Gen AI is different from classic AI or traditional AI? If you see on the left hand side, the classic AI talks about training machine learning algorithms on a historically available data set, maybe 2 years or 3 years kind of data. And then it is used for future predictions or forecasting or recommendation kind of an application. In case of Gen AI, the number of parameters and the data on which the foundation model or the LLM is trained is exponentially high. And then main difference is that it can generate novel output in terms of text, image, code, etc. that appears to be created by human. So that is the main difference. I'm not going into technical details in depth, but there are a lot of materials available on internet and informative videos on YouTube. So I request you all to refer those. Let's explore Tata Technologies Gen AI solutions across the automotive value chain. Our AI enhances R&D efficiency by 10 to 20%, reducing costs. In engineering, we use AI for styling studio, ADAS model training, and generative design for mid-cycle refreshes and product optimization. In manufacturing, AI enhances testing and validation, supports predictive maintenance with our factory copilot, improves decision making in plant operations. For after sales and customer experience, we streamline the customer journey with a virtual sales assistant, smart vehicle diagnostics, and a failure mode decoding. These solutions drive innovation and efficiency, thereby engineering a better world. In subsequent slides, I am going to take you through some examples that I have collected from the public domain. The objective is to excite you guys so that you can start thinking what GenAI can do. And trust me, sky is not the limit. A lot of work is happening in the field of computer aided design or CAD. Traditionally, CAD has required a high level of expertise and considerable time to generate and refine designs. However, with the introduction of generative AI, this process is being revolutionized. For example, Query to CAD tries to automate the initial design generation and refinement stages. This means that designers can quickly produce multiple design iterations, significantly reducing the time and effort required. Imagine a scenario where you put basic parameters and then AI generates the variety of design options, optimizing the factors for like material use, structural integrity, and aesthetic appeal. This not only speeds up the prototyping phase but also allows you for higher quality prototypes by enabling designers to explore a wider range of possibilities without the usual time constraints. Design for manufacturing DFM is another area where generative AI is proving to be a game changer. This DFM LLM enhances the entire design and manufacturing process. By automating parts and assemblies optimization, it ensures that the designs are not only innovative but also manufacturable at scale. The AI can suggest modifications to improve manufacturability, identify potential suppliers, and even develop detailed manufacturing instructions. For instance, if you are designing a new automotive part, the DFM LLM can analyze your design and recommend changes that make the part easier and cheaper to produce without compromising on quality. This leads to more efficient production process and helps in making more informative decisions early in the design phase, saving both time and resources. These are again some of the examples for design optimization. AI suggested design changes for manufacturing constants, and not only that, you can even generate CNC part programming using G code or M code. Enhancing customer experience is another key application of generative AI. The bench to drive or LLM for drive models, for instance, provide comprehensive benchmarks for evaluating autonomous driving systems. It uses diverse scenarios, weather conditions, and locations to ensure a realistic assessment of driving capabilities. By offering a standardized benchmark, it helps identify strength and weakness in current technologies, guiding future improvements and ensuring a safer and more reliable driving experience. This is one example from manufacturing domain. So generative AI supports Industry 4.0 initiatives and predictive maintenance. By leveraging AI for factory operations, we can reduce the operational cost and enhance visibility, leading to more informed decision making and proactive maintenance strategies. Understanding whether the plant equipment are running optimal or and going for maintenance only when it is required. That means we call it as a predictive maintenance, not like traditional time to time preventive maintenance. So at this point of time, you might feel that generative AI projects seem daunting, is it? If that is the case, don't worry. So let's take a look at project from last year's InnoVent 2023 winner. They developed an innovative solution that showcases the potential of generative AI. One standout example is the use of stable diffusion technology to generate photorealistic images and videos from text prompts. This technology can be applied in various creative fields, from graphic design to marketing collaterals to entertainment. For instance, a simple textual description can be transformed into a highly detailed, realistic image or video, which can then be used for promotional materials, virtual reality environments, or even as the basis of future creative work. These examples highlight the versatility and power of generating AI in producing high quality creative content that meets the specific requirements with remarkable precision. We have various free access tools and resources where you can develop and execute your generative AI projects. These are some of the examples or platforms you may jumpstart with Google Colab, which is an interactive cloud-based notebook that allows you to write, run, and share Python code real time. You may download open source models like Stable Diffusion for graphics generation and Stable Llama 3 for textual content and try it out for free.
Let us see the quick demo of Google Colab. Let's go to Google and type Google Colab. So click on the welcome to Colab. After that, here we have a button called new notebook. Click on that. It loads to the new page of Google Colab. So here we can start type our coding. So we need to connect it to the runtime. and we need to rename it according to our need. Rename it as custom demo. So let us start typing here. Actually, we need to type machine learning and deep learning codes. So this is basically a Python environment. We are executing a Python codes. So let us type print you are in custom demo and execute it. So it takes some time to connect, depends upon the selection of the CPU or GPU. So it's basically a virtual environment where the collab get connected. We do not need a high-end system in our local machine, so it get connected. So we can also create a new code. Initially we need to install Olama from our any browser. So let us select depends upon the operating system. I choose Windows, and after downloading it, open it in the command prompt and let us type Olama pull Llama 3 to pull the Llama model locally in our system. So after it is installed, let us go to VS Code and create one file called file.py. After that, create one virtual environment and install the necessary dependencies like pip install langchain community, which is used to run the Llama model locally. Not only Llama model, any other LLMs. So activate the virtual environment and install the necessary dependency. After install it, let us write the code. Before that, we need to activate the LLM locally. For that, we need to write the command olama list, which shows the installed model. After that, we need to run olama run llama 3 semicolon latest. Okay, colon latest. So let us write the code. So let us run python space file 1.py to run the specified python file. So after hitting the enter, we get the desired output from our local system using llama 3 model. Stable diffusion, we get the version 1.5. So let us go to VS Code now. Create one file app.py with some virtual environment. Activate the virtual environment and install the necessary dependencies like pip install pillow, which is used for image processing tasks in Python. After that, pip install request, which manages the HTTP request from the system to the server. So next we need to paste the token from the Hugging Face to access the model from the Hugging Face repo in our system. For that, let's go to Hugging Face, click the deploy and get the inference API. Let us copy this API for Python and paste it in our notebook. Let us paste it in our file. So after that, we need to replace the access with the token key. So for that, go to the profile and click on settings. So next go to access tokens. So drop and create a new access token. Let us name something like sample token and click the read and generate a token. Copy it and paste it there. So paste with the appropriate token and let us generate. For that, run the Python file python space app.py. Let us give the prompt. So let us give human riding horse. Click enter. It may take some time. So after that, the image gets generated. So it make a HTTP request to the Hugging Face repository to generate the images. The image gets saved in the local directory. So this is a function for request library and give the input text, and here we save the images.
So thank you for attending this session. I hope I was able to demystify generative AI and provide you some examples and resources to kickstart your own projects. I look forward to your participation in Innovate, and I am excited to evaluate and mentor some of the top teams. So together, let's continue to push the boundaries of innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abhijit. I am sure all of you are geared up to start your InnoVent journey. To make it more exciting, this year we are collaborating with Tata Motors and Microsoft, bringing exclusive access to cutting-edge innovation tools and technologies and complimentary access to Microsoft Azure Sandbox for your generative AI projects. What's more, participating in Tata Technologies InnoVent 2024 offers numerous benefits. The top 3 teams will be awarded cash prizes and trophies along with the paid partnership opportunities at Tata Technologies. All teams reaching the POC round will receive certificates of recognition. To explore the world of Tata Technologies InnoVent, follow us on our social media channels and simply click on the link in our Instagram bio, which will redirect you to the official website. There, you can delve into the exciting challenges, discover the rules and regulations, understand the hackathon process, explore the timelines, and dive into our solutions and success stories. So, why wait anymore? Participate today. The last date to send in your registrations is 31st. If you have any questions, please put those down in the chat below and we will do our best to answer those. Wish you all the very best.
So I hope the session was helpful. We encourage active participation from all of you. So please feel free to ask questions and engage with our speakers using the chat feature. You can post your questions in the chat box. So guys, please bring on the questions. We are here happy to answer all of them.
Thank you, Ashlesha. I can see we already have some questions. So I'll start. The first question is from Adirala Deol, and she has asked that what are the skills that are needed to participate in InnoVent. So Santosh sir, if you would like to take that question, please.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, so the theme for this year's InnoVent is generative AI. So I think the first and the primary skill that you need is an understanding of generative AI, the large language models, and the ability to code or develop solutions using generative AI. The second and the most important skill is the skill of problem solving, because generative AI itself does not solve problem, but your creativity in thinking through as to how you would solve a particular problem will be a key attribute in you developing or submitting a project that makes it to the next stage and then makes it to the finals and wins. You saw in the video the team that won last year, actually their creativity was to develop a design solution, a visual design solution, leveraging generative AI. And so actually the model that they used, stable diffusion, that is an open source model, and a lot of the features are available by default, but their creativity was their thinking on how it can be applied for vehicle design, how it can be applied for a lot of the design iterations and marketing iterations, and that's where they innovated. So just to summarize, two key skills: one is creativity, and the other is a deep understanding of the generative AI or large language models. When we look for project teams, I would encourage all of you to make cross-functional teams or cross-process teams. So in your colleges, I'm sure as you study, you would have colleagues across various streams. Somebody would be in electronics, somebody in computer science, somebody in mechanical. Please try to make a team which has people from various streams so that you can come together and really innovate something outstanding, which is what we are looking for and which is what will have the highest chance of success. Try to include women team members, because they bring in their own perspective, and diversity in the thought process, and diversity is one of the key evaluation parameters as well. That's all from my side.
Thank you, sir. The next question I can see is from Krishna. She has a question for Avijit sir. So Avijit sir, can you help with a roadmap to learn GenAI from scratch? That is from Python to machine learning to LLM. So what is the right approach to learn the skill set to participate in InnoVent?
Okay. Yeah. So I hope I am audible, right?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah. Okay. So in particular, if you are interested only in GenAI, so I would suggest that okay, you can go as a Python, then preliminary data science route, and then directly onto understanding the LLM and how stuff works like that. But then if you are interested fully on the data science part and to become a data scientist, whether it um, like a classic AI or Gen AI, then you learn first Python and then all the data science related things, and then how this AI or machine learning or deep learning works, and then you will get some idea about the foundation of how the LLM revolution has happened, and then you come to that. Okay, and then there are a lot of materials available on YouTube, or there are a lot of crash courses available from Google TensorFlow, so you can go through those things. But I would suggest you can refer a lot of tutorials, maybe from Edureka or other that is available. You can try some Udemy courses. There are various good courses are also available. So I don't think any there will be any trouble or some stopping point for anybody to learn Gen AI or AI. Yeah.
Thank you, Avijit sir. The next question is where can we learn more about InnoVent? So Santosh sir, if you can take that, please. Sir, you are on mute. You left on mute.
Apologies. So if you want to learn more about InnoVent, simple, just Google Tata Technologies InnoVent. Yeah, that will take you to the InnoVent website, which has all the details. It is also there in the link is also there in the description of this webinar invite that was sent by First Naukri. So you will find the website details, click on that and you will get all the details. The program is very simple. I don't think you even need to go through detailed website. What we are looking for is basically innovative projects around product development value chain. So whether it's product engineering, manufacturing, customer experience, those are the broad areas, and there are some sub areas we have defined. All third year and fourth year engineering students in India are eligible to participate, and the last date for submission is 31st July. So just put your thinking hats, develop innovative concept that solves an existing manufacturing or product development challenge, and submit your prototype idea or a roadmap. And that's what we are looking for till 31st July. The most promising projects will move to the next stage where we will assign mentors, where we will you will have feedback from Microsoft Gen AI specialists, from Tata Technologies and Tata Motors specialists, and then you can keep shaping your projects till the finals in January. And if you're the best, then you will also get an opportunity to win that. Yeah, the link of the InnoVent website, I believe, has now just been put in the chat window for everybody, so you can click on that and learn more about it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And the next question, again to you, Santosh sir, is what will be the prizes for the winning teams and the participants, and what is it need for the participants? That is the question.
Yeah, I think I will talk about the prizes, but I think the biggest benefit for all the participants is the opportunity to learn. This platform is designed to make all of you learn, and I think that is what you will get from this platform. First and foremost, through this platform, you will get access to the GenAI experts of Microsoft and Tata Technologies and Tata Motors. I don't think there is any such platform that provides you that opportunity to talk to them and learn from them, and learn how to solve real life problems. I think that's the opportunity. All the finalists will also get an opportunity to do paid internship at our technology. So that I think is a big opportunity that awaits all the finalists. And assuming you do well, of course, there are cash prizes. So winning team gets a cash prize of about 3 lakhs. There's a lakh for the second winning team, and likewise. So total cash prize is about 4.5 lakhs for the top 3 winning teams that will also be available. We will also provide all the phase 2 teams, which means teams that qualify for the second stage, access to Tata Technologies innovation training module. So you will get first-hand access to how we innovate within Tata Technologies and learn more about various innovation tools, including design thinking. So that's what it's in it for you, and that's why you should participate.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. The next question for Abhijit, sir. I know it is already covered in the video. So the question is, how does Gen AI differ from classical AI? So some of the attendees, they've shared that they have knowledge about classical AI. So how can they extend that and leverage that knowledge to develop Gen AI solutions?
Yeah, sure. So I tried to explain that in the on the session itself, but then see the difference is how you consume the Gen AI or the classical AI models. Okay. Now you might be all aware of that all this classical AI. So in both the cases, what we are doing is as a consumer, we are using off the shelf available libraries. Okay, we are not doing it from scratch. Even if it is a classical AI, we are not writing code for the all the different algorithms from scratch. Those things are already made available as open source by maybe Google TensorFlow or PyTorch or something. Similarly, on the GenAI side, also a lot of open source libraries are available like Llama, and in case of ChatGPT also. So we are not building ChatGPT; we are user or consumer of the ChatGPT model. Okay. Now the difference is that typically it happens is in case of classical AI, we work at the algorithm level. We take the data sets, and normally what happens is the number of the parameters is less in case of classic AI. Maybe you have at the max 10 20 kind of an input parameter and say maybe 2 to 5 output parameter. Okay, and you try to use that historical data and using some of the libraries to apply some of the algorithms to create a machine learning model. Okay, so it could be a regression model or classification model, and that we use for any prediction forecasting kind of thing. So but on the contrary, the GenAI case is slightly different, where okay, the parameters on which it has been built, so it is in billions. So that's why you heard the number, say for example llama 13b. So 13b means 13 billion parameters has been used to train that particular model. Okay, so definitely we are not going to do it alone, even if you want to. So what we are trying to do is use those LLMs that has been developed by either OpenAI or by Meta or Google, and how we can leverage the power of it in our solving our business problems. So that is our objective. So that is the main difference, you can say.
Thank you, Avijit, sir. One more question in extension to what was asked earlier is some of them have used Llama to develop some of the solutions. So they are asking what are other free resources that we can use as students to develop Gen AI solutions.
Yeah, Llama definitely you can download and use, and then there are a lot of other like open source foundation models. Okay, you can find those on stability.ai or Hugging Face. Okay, so these are the websites, actually they actually collect all those the foundation models and then kept it at one place, and lot of things are available on GitHub also, so you can freely download and use it for your purpose.
Sure, thank you. Santosh sir, next question is for you. So how the participants can solve complex problems that need high computational requirements? So
Yeah, so see, at this stage, you don't need high computational requirement because you are not really using very heavy data points. At this stage, you're ideating on solving a particular problem with dummy data. And so for the stage one, for preparing the Gen AI solution roadmap, I think Google Colab is enough. You can also use Llama, or you can, if you have access to any innovation lab in your college, you can use Azure Sandbox or AWS or any of these platforms, or you can, if you have a high compute device, you can install Llama in the device and use kind of inside the laptop. Otherwise, use Google Colab. That's good enough to start with. For those projects which get shortlisted in phase one and move to phase two, we will provide them access to Microsoft Azure Sandbox. That's part of the InnoVent program feature, that all shortlisted teams will get complimentary access to Azure Sandbox, where high compute environment would be made available to you. and you can actually do testing, validation, and development in that environment. So that will be made available to you in phase 2, which is when I think you will really start shaping up your ideas into more professional solutions. And so you would have access to the high compute environment at that stage. And there will be the Microsoft Azure sandbox that will be provided to all the teams that make it to the next phase.
Thank you, sir. Next question, Vijit sir. I think it is a very interesting question. So, what could be an example of a promising project? If you can explain one of the solutions that you have worked on, which leverages GenAI to solve a business challenge.
Yeah, so thanks for this question. So this is interesting. So I'll give a couple of examples to you. So what we are looking for, maybe each in every OEM's wish list, you can call it. Say first of all, from the GenAI perspective, the way GenAI model has been developed, you can see it encompasses all the information that is available on the internet, right? Then similarly, can we make something, okay, which takes care of all the engineering data or all the marketing data of a particular company, and then you ask any question on that, you'll get the answer on your fingertips. Okay, so that is a very big task, because you can understand the kind of any big company proprietary data size could be. Second wish list is like wherever we can shorten the development time. For example, any particular product development normally comprises of design, then engineering, then the analysis part of it, then testing, then prototyping. So these are the various phases of product development happens. So anything and everything that if you could do to shorten that lead time, that is helpful. So for an example, there are a lot of testing that we do, like engine testing, spring testing, etc. So can you reduce that or shorten that time? The wish list is like completely eliminating those, and then on, if you can uh, perfectly predict, okay, testing is not required, I can say it with my eyes, blind eyes also, that okay, it will go through or it will pass through. So that kind of thing. If not, then at least maybe 70-80% if we can reduce the time of testing. So if we are producing 100 engines, but okay, I can only test 20, and based on that result I can say that the rest of the 20 you don't require to test. So those kind of things. So these are actually all OEMs wish list, and we are working on the same.
Thank you, Vijit sir. Next question is, what is the eligibility criteria to participate? Santosh sir, if you can take it.
So all students who are studying in their third year and fourth year of their engineering graduation courses, they are eligible to participate. Only third year and fourth year students in engineering colleges.
Thank you, sir. The question to Abhijit sir, can you suggest some vectors where we can leverage for building GenAI applications?
Okay, I've not understood the word vectors here. If you try to mean to say that there is a pointers, okay. So as I stated earlier also, so first you try to understand how these GenAI models have been built. Okay, so different transformer technique, how it works, kind of thing. You don't require to build that on your own, but you need to know how and what has gone behind it while developing that. Second is you need to learn some of the techniques like RAG. Okay, and again the materials are also available on the internet, so you need to learn those things to actually, when you download any particular LLM, how to use that is a challenge. Okay, so initially you will find some difficulties and some trial and error method that you have to do to understand, because there is no documentation as such available when these guys they actually open source these LLMs. So one is the technology part of it, that you need to learn, and second is you need to try out some of the methods to get a hands on it.
Thank you, Avijit sir. So I see we have answered most of the questions that we're getting in the chat. Santosh sir, if you would like to give some closing remarks before we can wrap up the session.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for all the engineering students to learn and build their careers. Please don't see it just as a context. At least that's not how Tata Technologies launched the InnoVent program. The way we have launched this is we have provided to a platform to all the engineering students to learn about new technologies as well as innovate solutions that you can showcase in your career and to build your career. That's how we have actually developed this platform. And please use this as a platform to learn and grow. You will have access to Microsoft Azure Sandbox free of cost. You will have access to SMEs or subject matter experts from Tata Technologies, Tata Motors, and Microsoft in shaping your Gen AI projects. You will have access to our innovation training module. And of course, you will win cash prizes and an opportunity to do a paid internship and hopefully get a job as well. So there are numerous benefits of learning and growth available with this program. Put your teams together, and you still have 2 weeks to shape your project. So make sure you submit your project and the roadmap by 31st July. And if you are shortlisted, you will get an opportunity to scale your projects further. All the best, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Ashlisha, over to you.
Sure. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you, Santosh sir. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you, Pranav. So, as we draw near the conclusion, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each of you for your active participation and thoughtful engagement throughout the session. I hope all your queries were resolved in this session by our panelists. Thank you once again for being part of this session. Wishing you all continued success. Stay connected and have a wonderful evening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
everybody. Thank you for joining in.
Bye.
Thank you all for joining.